Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Survivor Nicaragua. Last time, Marty was voted off. Thank God. Alright, so Holly comes up with this great idea that Sash or Brenda need to go because they are way too powerful right now. Holly's pretty intuitive. Chase, well, he's not 100% on board. In fact, he's probably not on board at all because he's totally got the hots for Brenda, even though she hates his ass face. Alright, so it's time for the reward challenge. 2 teams of 5. They've got 4 barrels, 2 planks, and a 10-foot slice of rope. They have to go from platform to platform, only using those items without touching the ground. And if anybody on the team touches the ground, they have to go back to the start. So this was really a lot more difficult than it sounded. And I'm really surprised that they used the barrels on their sides. I probably would have used the barrel like standing up and like gone from barrel to barrel, but then again I probably would have lost. Well, the reward was a volcano surfing trip plus a brownie pizza party. Food, glorious food. I'm not even on Survivor and that still sounds wonderful. Alright, so on the yellow team was Dan, Brenda, Sash, Holly, and Benry. And on the blue team, Fabio, Jane, Nyanko, Chase, and Purple Kelly. Let's just say the blue team totally decimated the yellow team. I mean, it wasn't even close. And Dan was probably a major contributor to the downfall of his team. Alright, so they get whisked away in a helicopter. They get to put on orange prison jumpsuits and they go surfing down the volcano. I don't know why anybody would want to go surfing down a volcano, but I guess when there's no snow, that's what you do. The brownies, soda, pizza, banana bread, whatever else they had, it was a suicide of deliciousness. And Naonka, she pulls Fabio aside and she says, "Brenda's going. Are you on board?" Well, he's going to milk this for all it's worth. Back at camp, though, it's bad news. The fire is raging. It's been rainy weather, and they decided that they were going to barricade the fire in and, like, kind of protect it and, you know, try and keep it going. But guess what, kids? Did you read page 1 of the Survivor Handbook? Wood is flammable. It's not a good idea to put wood next to a fire. They lost everything that was worth anything, pretty much. And the losers, when they got back, they were totally devastated. If I had taken an oh my god count, you know, I don't know what it was before the edit, but they must have said it 1,000 times. So as soon as the winners get back to camp, Chase runs and tells Brenda that they want to get rid of her. And she's basically like, whatever, I'm not even fazed. And Chase adds to that he wants Benry gone. Well, it's time for the immunity challenge, and it's an endurance. They've been doing a lot of endurance challenges this season. All of the survivors are on a platform over the water holding a rope, and every 5 minutes they have to go down 1 knot on the rope. Sounds pretty simple, but it's pretty tough. Sash and Kelly were out like almost immediately. Holly, Brenda, and Dan, they were out next. I'm surprised Dan lasted as long as he did because he's not in good shape, but I guess his arms are pretty strong. Then Fabio, Naonka, and Benry leaving Chase versus Jane. Let me tell you, that Jane is a little firecracker. Chase tried to talk her out of, staying in it. You know, I'm very secure, I could be here for a while, and Jane's hands were killing her. But Jeff totally pep talked her and was like, "Don't you dare quit." And she ended up winning. It was insane. I was just like screaming. Massive, massive respect for Jane. At first I thought she was kind of kooky, but now I totally have a ton of respect for her. Alright, so Naonka goes and tells Sash that they're voting out Brenda. And Sash is thinking, well, maybe it is a good time to vote out Brenda because I don't think he was ever on board with her to begin with. I think he always thought that he was just going to be using her, even though Brenda thought she was the one who was going to be using Sash. Oh, these kids. All right, so they tell Brenda that Nyanko was the one who turned the tide here, and Brenda does not want to believe it because they were friends. And when she realizes that it's true, she hates Naonka's ass face and she wants to blindside her. Alright, so at Tribal, Sash says he's out of the loop. Either he's playing dumb or he's referring to before he knew Brenda was going to be voted out. Brenda totally calls out Naonka at Tribal, and Naonka denies it, because that's what she's the best at doing, lying. Kelly, she's completely confused, and so am I. Alright, I don't know why these people aren't, like, defending each other in their alliances. Scrambling is beneath Brenda. She's just not going to do it. She's way too powerful for that. So it's time for the vote. And Brenda was looking at Sash like, you going to play the immunity idol right about now or what? And he was just like, no. So he does not play it. And Brenda is voted out. I guess she should have scrambled. Next time, Naonka is back up to causing trouble again. Will she deny it this time? We'll have to wait and find out. Till then, much love.